What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer, SoundCloud? SoundClick is your boy Tone202 coming at you with some more news. Let's take a listen.
LeBron James became the latest athlete to comment on Colin Kaepernick's continued unemployment and grievance with the NFL. He said he believes the quarterback is being blackballed by the league's owners. James said it doesn't take an expert to see that Kaepernick is better than a number of quarterbacks who have started games this year. He conceded that he doesn't understand football at a professional level. According to Dave McMenamin of ESPN, James said he's an NFL player, and you see all these other quarterbacks out there and players out there that get all these second and third chances that are nowhere near as talented as him. It just feels like he's been blackballed out of the NFL.
Okay, so that was a video I found on World Star Hip Hop talking about King James and his opinion on the NFL. And like they said, he conceded he doesn't know nothing about the NFL. He doesn't know nothing about being a quarterback in the NFL. So what he's saying is he doesn't know the system of the NFL, and the inner workings of the NFL. And the majority of us don't. We see the draft. We see people playing. We see people coming from high school to pros, from college to pros, but we don't understand the contracts and things along that line, is what LeBron is saying. We don't look past what everybody else sees, what's pretty much superficial and on the surface. So he's surmising that, look, I believe Colin Kaepernick should have jumped into Aaron Rodgers' place when he got hurt. Granted, Aaron Rodgers can come back, and okay, fine, but how about the young man that pretty much got hurt for, the Texans? Or one of those teams, I don't know, but or Teddy Bridgewater when he got hurt, or any number of quarterbacks who have pretty much been taken out by either injury or some other circumstances. And I'm going to go ahead and agree with LeBron. We don't know the inner workings of football, especially on a professional level. It's not just throw somebody in there you think that can do something. It's pretty much the right pick. And now, ever since 2009 when the military got involved, now it's a political issue who's playing football and who is the quarterback of the team. Why? Because the quarterback is the leader of the so-called leader of the team. They are literally calling the shots. And that's just how it is. Every now and then you'll have, another player like Ray Lewis who's more popular, but Joe Flacco was calling the shots. And according to the Ravens, he is the best quarterback since Raven history. But back to fallen Kaepernick. So okay. So let's try to drink this in. Why would LeBron James make a comment now? Why would he make a comment now about Colin Kaepernick? Colin Kaepernick is out of the league as far as I'm concerned. But the thing about it is Colin Kaepernick is still available. Let's look at this. When Tony Romo left and got on to whatever news sports channel that is, when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, they were talking about Tony Romo coming back. Is Tony Romo better than Colin Kaepernick? No, not whatsoever. Just not going to happen. Colin Kaepernick's a better quarterback. But yet, they were looking at somebody who was sidelined himself after 10 years. And I think it's older than Colin Kaepernick. And hasn't done nearly as much as Colin Kaepernick. And or nearly as good as Colin Kaepernick. But nonetheless, they look to him and start talking about him before they start talking about Colin Kaepernick. So, yes, he is being blackballed 100%. And they're making the statement. But what is the statement? See, the statement isn't so much a political statement anymore. It isn't. Colin Kaepernick was trying to make a statement the saying that, there are people of color who are being mistreated. Now, let's get this straight. Colin Kaepernick is half white, half black. So he could have just shut his mouth and kept going and stayed on one side of the fence. But he's like, no, I'm going to wear an afro and I'm going to go to the other side of the fence. But why LBJ? Why make a statement now, LeBron James? It's just my curiosity. Because this has been going on for a minute. Colin Kaepernick is now out of the league. But see, he could still come back and play. So I think this is why LeBron has said something. But nonetheless, let's not forget, LeBron has also said something before when he was talking about how old his kids are and how soon that they'll be driving. And he was talking about the Castillo incident where he was gunned down in front of his girlfriend and his girlfriend's child in the car. And LeBron was like, this could happen to us. You know what I mean? So LeBron was like, I want to keep the conversation going. And I'm going to tell y'all where I think this is headed. LeBron knows he is the man when it comes to basketball. There's nobody more popular than LeBron James right now in basketball. There's probably nobody more popular than LeBron James in basketball and football. And a couple other sports. But I think LeBron is speaking up now because, one, the end of his career is coming up. Now, I'm not saying this year, so you guys don't start grilling me on he's got 10 more years or whatever, because that's not true. And we're trying to base LeBron James on his years, on how many rings he has or does not have, trying to be the greatest athlete that there is. Michael Jordan, 6. Tom Brady, soon to be 6. LeBron James, 3? So we're trying to say he's at least got 5 more years. Yada, yada, yada. Who knows? Nonetheless, he doesn't have another 20 years. So he realizes that he is in a powerful position. LeBron James, I'm talking about. Because it's not like Colin Kaepernick is not in the NFL and he's not doing well. Because I had somebody on Facebook say that Colin Kaepernick is unemployed and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, this is an NFL football player who did not go out and splurge all of his money. This is also an NFL football player who still owed money, and he just got $1 million contract for his book, and he was on the front of GQ who just paid him. So I don't know what type of unemployed that you're talking about, but I'll take that unemployed any day. But I think LeBron is becoming more and more outspoken, for one, out of fear. For two, out of the way the system is being played and the way the system is playing us. And I keep telling you guys, don't take these games seriously. And the fact that LeBron realizes that he is a political figure. Not to say he's in politics. It's just that he's a public figure that when he says something, people will take notice of it. Unlike me, LeBron has millions and millions and millions of people who follow him on Twitter, follow him on social media, follow him wherever he goes, and yada, yada, yada. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I wanted to say that, it sucks that Colin Kaepernick is in this position or non-position, but I'm glad to see that he's still getting money, for one, because he did donate $1 million to help people out in certain situations. So I'm not exactly sure what that organization is. And I'm going to go as far as saying LeBron is not going to be far behind when it comes to this. I mean, I think he already has a foundation, but I think a lot of what he's going to do is going to start to become public. Meaning, he's going to start talking about what he's doing. Because a lot of us don't know unless we look it up. And it might be under a different moniker. But I think LeBron James is going to start coming out and really, really, really talking about what's going on, because he has children who are coming up. And I don't know how old his children are, but I think one is a preteen. And he's and the public has already noticed him, and colleges are already trying to draft him and his younger brother because they're good. They're good at basketball, and they're going to be great basketball players. But the further they get up in age, I think the more afraid LeBron is getting that these statistics of what's happening to colored people is not falling. It's actually going up. And it can touch anyone. So here's to you, LeBron. I want you to get on a soapbox. I want you to speak about what's going on because a lot of people will hear what you say. It may not stop what's actually happening to us, but it will make us more aware. It'll make us more careful, and hopefully those numbers can start coming down because I live under the same fear. I also have a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm an African American myself. And, I got family out there, and, we got to get by every day, and we don't want this to happen to us. So it's your boy Tone, 202, man. God loves you. Peace.